My name is Ray Shows. I am the founder and director of the St. Paul String Quartet competition, now in year 18. And I have with me the Vida Quartet from Maryland, USA, and they're going to tell you a lot more about themselves as we go. Could you perhaps just go around the room, folks, and introduce yourselves, starting with Anna here on my left, and go around and introduce yourselves and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm the violist of the Vida String Quartet. I'm trying to think of other things I can say about myself, but I don't think there are, so I'm going to pass it to Jessica.
I play violin in this quartet. Hopefully at some point I'll get to play the second violin part too, but normally I play the first violin.
From there, I'm Faith. I'm the second violinist of the Vida Quartet. I guess I'm also a senior in high school along with those two. Yeah, and I'll pass it to Joey.
Hi, my name is Joey. I play the cello for the Vida String Quartet, and I'm currently a junior in high school.
Okay, welcome. And how long have you guys been playing together?
So Faith, Jessica, and I have been playing together. This is our second year, but Joey joined in the spring semester of last year, and so we're like 1.5 years all together. This group.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So this is a mature group. Fantastic was probably one of the reasons you were accepted to the finals, because you have that maturity that goes along with your technical abilities and musical abilities. So how did the Vida Quartet get together?
I think the main reason why we ultimately got together is not to do competitions like this, although this is definitely nice, but just to play music together, because we all kind of found chamber music a really fun experience. So I guess originally our youth orchestra, they were going to have a chamber music kind of intensive program over the summer. So Anna and Faith and I signed up, kind of just intending to play together that way. But eventually it got canceled, which I guess in hindsight is a good thing, because then the next semester we signed up for the chamber music program that runs during the school year. And we originally started with a different cellist, but then Joey joined. And something funny about that is also my teacher works with the youth orchestra, and all the time he was kind of promoting Joey to us, saying this is like a great cellist who might be interested in joining your group. So that was kind of just how we got together.
Adding on to like what Jessica said, I guess, I think we definitely started a lot as like friends who wanted to just play together casually. And it's only when Joey joined in like, the next year, following year of the semester, that we started competing really seriously. And I think that's when we really found like the group chemistry. And yeah, I'm glad it really worked out.
How did you get your name? Who would like to answer that?
Oh, I can answer that one. So when we were part of our youth orchestra's chamber music program, we would rehearse in the basement of a temple or like a synagogue. And because it was in the basement, there was no service. And so like one day they came to us saying like, hey, we need a name for the concert program. And all of our phones aren't working because there's no service. In fact, one member wasn't even there because of a schedule conflict. And so we're like, oh my goodness, like we need to think of a name really fast. And so at the time we were playing Smetna, the first movement of Smetna's For My Life Quartet. And then I think it was Faith. Faith pulled up with her Spanish knowledge and she said, oh, let's be the La Vida Quartet, because La Vida means life, as in like from my life. And so, yeah, that's how we got our name.
Why chamber music? Why string quartet playing?
For me, it was really, a lot of it was encouraged by my teacher, because he really liked the realm of chamber music, and I started to like listen to a bunch of chamber music, and I kind of really fell in love with just how you play chamber music and like the people that you can meet with chamber music. I thought that was like a really special experience. So that kind of drew me into joining chamber music in this program.
Beautiful. Faith, why chamber music for you? Why string quartets?
Yeah, so I've like played in a lot of different types of ensembles, a lot of orchestra, pit orchestra, and I really liked the intimacy of chamber music and just feeling important specifically in your role in a group. So like, each of us all have a different part in music, and we all have like different solos and different roles in the music. So I'm really glad that I can feel important and also bond with other people like in a close environment.
Like that. Anna.
Actually, what Faith said, I completely agree. Like, it's nice seeing how everyone can have important parts in that one piece of music, and especially as someone who plays viola, you don't really get a lot of orchestra solos or just like kind of important spotlight moments on you. And it's not just for that reason that chamber music is actually my favorite type of, like, my favorite form of classical music. It's like, it has the kind of collaborative nature of an orchestra, but it also has that intimacy that you get from solo playing. And so that kind of like combination of factors like really drew me to chamber music.
Jessica, why chamber music for you?
I would have to echo some of what other people have said about teacher encouragement. I think that was, I guess, the first thing that pointed me to chamber music initially, but after some experience, I guess what kept me going is just also like everybody else says, I think that it just really strikes a balance between the ensemble playing and just being able to have this experience making music with so many other people that you care about, and also solo playing where you feel like you are at the core, like, I guess, expressing yourself and you have more, I guess, artistic freedom. And something else about chamber music, not only the music itself, is just, I guess, the process of working at it is just getting to know so many people and to work with them on a regular basis. And you know, even chamber music requires like so much listening, and not only like listening while playing, but also like listening to other people's ideas and things like that.
Great answers all. Describe your quartet's performance style.
I would say that as a quartet, like we've all mentioned that we really like the ensemble aspect of quartet playing. So we like to go for a very cohesive sound, rather than kind of like highlighting different voices, which is nice too. We try our best at that. We like to put an emphasis on like how our parts fit together, or like how one person can complement another person, and sort of that kind of thing. And one of the strategies that we use when we rehearse is called pairs. We got that from Joey's sister, so shout out to her. But pairs is a strategy where basically like two people will like rehearse at the same time, and just those two people. So it's not like everyone like playing at the same time, it's just those two. And so like when you kind of isolate those two voices, you can kind of like hear their chemistry, rather than just like kind of being bombarded by a bunch of voices all at the same time. So that, I would say that's our playing style.
How did you settle on your repertoire?
I think I'll answer this question. So at least for the Beethoven, which we were playing, we had a lot of different pieces like suggested by like teachers and our coach. And I think we ended up picking this Beethoven just after getting into a call together, listening to like YouTube recordings of all the pieces together, and we kind of voted on which one we liked the best. So we kind of just all agreed that like we really wanted to play this piece. And yeah, for the other two pieces, they're also suggested, and we kind of just wanted to try to diversify our like our lineup of pieces. And we thought like they were really fun. They were pretty unique too. So we thought.
Oh, can I say something?
Yeah.
I love Kevin Lau. Thank you for giving the viola solos. Thank you. Usually the viola is not spotlighted. Actually, we just played Smetna's from My Life Quartet where the viola is a big solo.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, we love Kevin Lau. He writes really hard rhythms though.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I have to say, I must apologize. I fell in love with the piece because the Diora Quartet was playing it at Banff. And what I liked about it was that I could do one movement for the junior and the other movement for the senior division. So now, can you each, or one of you or two of you or whatever, share a fun story about your quartet?
Yes, the first rehearsal was not a disaster, but it really was messy. It was a mess. And so we left, but we came in with the impression like, yeah, we're gonna be this monster quartet, but we left thinking like, yeah, we're a monster quartet as in like we make monster noises. Yeah, you could say that we have like humble origins, you could say, because the first rehearsal really was not what we expected it.
Yeah, so during our New York trip, we kind of toured around New York City just as a quartet after our performance, just spending some time in New York City because most of us haven't like spent extensive time in that area. And so we went into the FAO Schwartz toy store, and there was a gigantic bear, like I don't know, like in one of the showcases. And I don't know who suggested it, but one of us suggested that it should be our quartet mascot. So we end up naming it Gustav Richard. And so it's now our quartet mascot. And we still have yet to buy actual like stuffed animal bear to actually be the mascot, but it's there in like theory. Yeah.
You can still do it, Joey. That's fantastic. You have a mascot. First time I've ever had that in an interview. I love it. Oh, you guys are great.